Hey everybody, it's day 20 and welcome to another episode of 3131, our animated horror series where we've seen some stuff that's truly is horror and some stuff that not quite but kind of fits the mold. And today, we're kind of we're in the in between where it definitely fits the mold. It's definitely not like horror, but we've got gothic romance in the air. And today we're watching The Corpse Bride. Tim Burton's The Corpse Bride, and with his everlasting muses of Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter. But we have some other regulars as well, such as Christopher Lee, who is always fucking fantastic. I miss Christopher Lee so fucking much. But if you've never seen this movie before, if you're watching animated horror, I think that this is kind of one of those movies that you've at least seen once and maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. All the way back in 2005, this was made. A great thing about stop motion animation with minor uses of CGI, they hold up extremely well. That's what The Corpse Bride does. So, story of The Corpse Bride is we've got good old Victor. He's going to be marrying a woman that, basically back in the times where marriages were set up. And he's an awkward little fellow played by Johnny Depp. And his betrothed to be, her family is poor and, or they say broke as a joke. And, he can't, he wants to go through with it, but he's just kind of a bumbling, you're kind of like sad sap every guy like that, meets a cute girl and being forced to be married and finds out, yeah, I definitely do want to be with this woman. Oh my God, I'm getting lucky because she's beautiful type of person. And of course, she really likes him as well. But, when he fails the marriage practice, he goes out in the forest, recites the whole thing perfectly, puts the ring on a finger coming up in the ground at the graveyard, and boom, now he's married to a corpse. Played by Helena Bonham Carter. So there are good things and bad things to this movie in general. The good thing is the animation is solid. I like the story. It's a great gothic romance, and the outcome gives you like a happy feeling in your heart. One of the bad things is the song selection is not the best. So if you know these types of movies, especially when it comes to like American animated movies for the most part, at least the ones that are like the major ones that come in theaters, they're mostly musicals, right? I remember as a kid seeing The Nightmare Before Christmas and thinking, oh man, this is going to be great. And then it was a musical, but music fucking slaps in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Here, the score is definitely a top Danny Elfman. Some of the songs just aren't that good. The best one is when we get the story of the Corpse Bride and we're in hell. We're not in hell, we're in the afterlife. I shouldn't say hell because it's actually pretty nice. All things considered. Like, I love the dichotomy of the real world versus the underworld in this movie because the real world is very gray and blue, very drab. Everybody's serious. Everybody's just working towards one thing. And then when you get to the afterlife, it's a goddamn party. Everybody's drinking, everybody's playing games, everybody's happy. It's full color. It's wonderful. I love that. That is one of the best things about this movie. Like I said, and that song is the best song in this movie. There's another one that's kind of okay, but overall, I think it's a mixture of, and I think it's because of that song too. Danny Elfman is the one that's singing it, and you definitely know it's Danny Elfman that's singing that song. I think that the people that sing the songs in the movie, it's not their forte. Like the intro one is good, but it's still not what you want it to be. I don't know. They're talking about the perfect wedding and everything like that. But again, like set design, animation, character designs, it's a lot of it's classic Tim Burton, right, in the way that it is, but it's an enjoyable movie. I'm not going to say that it's, a terrible movie or anything like that. It's just maybe not what they were expecting to be, because I think they expected to be the next Nightmare Before Christmas, and you're going to always watch it during the holidays, this is more focused, for Halloween and everything like that, and we're going to show this all the time. I don't think that's this movie. I think that it's still a good movie. It's been a while since I've seen this movie. I still like it a lot. Like I said, I think the voice acting is commendable in this movie. I think that the story is really good for what it is. I love the little horror references that go out through the movie. But, Nightmare Before Christmas, it's not. And if I had seen this maybe as a kid, maybe to have a little more like attached to it. I mean, at this point, I'm like 25, I think, when I see this movie. And it really was because I wanted another Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it good? Yeah. I mean, this is a solid 3 out of 5 broken legs. But I think there is a little bit in terms of like, oh, who the bad guy is. Like, you know right away who the bad guy is, Like, it doesn't hide anything or anything like that. So, I still think it's worth your watch. Right now, it's on HBO Max. Give it a try. If you got HBO Max, you got it there. And tomorrow's movie is also there, too, which I personally think tomorrow's movie is truly the I want to say follow-up, but it's a classic to me, like The Nightmare Before Christmas is, right? And that's a movie, I think, that if you have a family, I think every spooky season, that's the movie you should watch. You probably know what it is already, but we'll get into it. I think also, previous movie watched before, Paranorman, should also be a part of that watch, because that movie's fucking fantastic, too, if you've never seen that before. So, thank you guys so much for watching, checking out this little, these little reviews and everything like that. We are just 11 days away from ending the month, and I'll tell you right now, I've enjoyed doing this so much and watching these movies, again, because it's something that I just, I don't sit down and watch a lot of animated horror, and I think this has been perfect. Even though some of the stuff is iffy, but it's on lists, and we go with lists, and that's how I pick my movies. So, all right, I'll catch you guys later, and see you soon.